NASA monitored extraterrestrial activities on Phobos and censured data from the Maven space mission. Fans of UFOs and aliens hypothesize that Phobos could be a hollow, artificial body and by extension believe that the monolith could also be of alien origin. Their hypotheses are based primarily on the calculations of a Russian scientist, Dr. Iosif Samuilovic, who theorized that Phobos movements were not consistent with what was expected of a celestial body of its shape and size. In 1960, Drive's Fred Singer, scientific advisor to President Eisenhower, seemed to want to support a theory about Phobos, the mysterious moon of Mars. In fact, through an article published in the scientific journal Astronautics, he said, Phobos has been accepted to be a celestial body, when in reality it could very well be an artificial satellite capable of self-management launched long ago by a very advanced alien race. Phobos is an empty moon within it, since it is not a solid celestial object, as many scientists believed in the past. In fact, according to research carried out by the European Space Agency, the interior of Phobos is characterized by large geometrically structured caverns with right-angled walls and cavities that can be detected by the return of echoes through the internal reflections of Marseille. In other words, the moon Phobos is not the typical satellite that should orbit naturally around its planet. It is a fact that the origin of Phobos is still a mystery, also because many believe that this little Martian satellite could have been intentionally orbited by someone in a very distant past. Phobos has remained shrouded in mystery since its discovery in 1877 and, even today, we are still not sure what that strange kind of moon is made of. Throughout the solar system, Phobos is the moon closest to its planet, as it orbits around Mars at a distance of only 6,000 kilometers, a fact that has raised many questions among scientists who question its true origin and its purpose. In December 2015, the Mars Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution Mission, Maven, of NASA implemented several approaches near Phobos. Among the data returned to Earth there are some spectral images of Phobos photographed in ultraviolet, explained the spokesperson of NASA. But nothing has ever been investigated on this satellite and on the Maven mission data. The images received by Maven at the NASA Control Center were to help solve the mystery of the moon Phobos, especially on how it was formed and what it represented. The Maven mission was intended to better evaluate the composition of this enigmatic object, but the mission was about to take a bad turn. Unfortunately, the probe that was heading towards Mars had to make a patrolling trip around Phobos, but unexpectedly problems came. The Maven spacecraft was about to crash into Phobos and NASA had to light the retro rocks and change course. The probe, however, has managed to make some photographic relief of the enigmatic satellite. According to NASA, the comparison between the images and the ultraviolet spectra of the Phobos surface together with the data obtained from asteroids and meteorites had to allow scientists to understand if the moon is actually an asteroid captured by the gravity of the planet or if its formation took place gradually around the orbit of the red planet. Unfortunately, the American Space Agency has not yet published any study on Phobos elaborated during the Maven mission. It is interesting to note that previous studies have allowed us to discover traces of organic molecules detected on the surface of Phobos, adding another mystery to this already mysterious Martian satellite. Without adding anything else, you have to evaluate two very interesting details about Phobos. First of all, no other moon in the solar system is known to have an interior full of cavernous environments and walls at right angles, as well as being one of the first moons to show traces of organic molecules. But the mystery behind Phobos is much more enigmatic than one could imagine. In fact, when the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO, was about to complete the mapping of the small moon of Mars, its incredible images sent showed a moon shaped like a potato. Mystery of the monolith of Phobos. The surface of Phobos is dotted with a multitude of craters, some of which are longitudinally aligned, thus forming parallel cross-links between them. Not to mention other unusual structures identified on the satellite, including the famous monolith that seems to stand out vertically and project its own shadow on its desolate alien surface. Phobos hides something big, and not by chance all the space missions sent to this mysterious space boulder, like the Russian probes Phobos 1 and Phobos 2, the American Mars Observer, disappeared inexplicably not before suffering mysterious failures. The latest infrared photographs obtained from one of the Russian probes seemed to show a mysterious object that logically did not have to be there. It was also suggested that the extraterrestrials would prematurely stop the mission, because they did not want the Russian probe to get too close to the Martian surface. The Phobos satellite, assuming it was really an extraterrestrial base, what role would it have had in the mysterious disappearance of the Russian rovers? If so, why does NASA's Curiosity rover continue to wander undisturbed on Mars, regularly performing its reconnaissance mission? Many things do not square about Phobos, and NASA is hiding something big maybe. A particular, in addition to traces of organic molecules, concerns the presence of a large rectangular object similar to an artificial monolith, although nearby objects have not been detected having a similar shape and size, so the question is, who put this monolithic structure on Phobos? What is its purpose? And who put it in orbit around Mars? Sergeant Major Robert Dean, who worked at NATO's SHAPE, states that the monolith discovered on the moon Phobos is not the only one, but other similar objects are found in almost the entire solar system, both on planets and moons and planetoids. According to Dean, these structures may have been made by an alien race, and the former astronaut Buzz Aldrin is convinced of this too. Also, according to Dean, many of the monolithic and pyramidal structures, which were discovered in the solar system and which are similar to those seen on Mars and Phobos, may have been built or placed specifically as signs of the presence of possible alien outposts. Most of these outposts could be served, for example, to the alien race of the Nephilim, inhabitants of Nibiru, to look for gold in the depths of the planets or moons orbiting them.